know, Portland, we've had some really good times over the years. I've been here a lot. And you know, the reason why I might have been here a lot, you think about it. If you were planning a tour, say the Red Tour, and you were, you know, you could go anywhere in the world and you gotta pick a few cities where you're gonna go back and play on the Red Tour, wouldn't you maybe go back in your memory and think, which crowds that I've played to before have been the absolute craziest? You might say, which ones were the loudest, the ones that were jumpy and dancey and knew every single word to every single song? And then you'd say, yeah, I think we need to go back and see our friends in Portland. And, you know, looking out into this crowd, I feel like maybe, possibly, some of you have seen me in concert before. Well, thank you for coming back. I've missed you terribly. I'm getting this feeling also that maybe some of you here have never seen me in concert before tonight. Is it true? Well, I guess I should introduce myself then. I'm Taylor. It's very nice to meet you. Portland, I'm going to give you a heads up about the show you're going to see tonight. There's probably going to be one color in particular that you're going to see tonight more than all the other colors. And so if you happen to be wondering to yourself throughout the course of the show, why is there this fixation on the one color? Why? What's the thing with the one color? Well, the reason for the one color being at the focal point of this entire show is because when I write songs and I think about emotions and I compare those emotions to things and come up with analogies and stuff like that, sometimes, you know, I'll find myself comparing emotions to something like colors. Like, you know, for me, in my mind, I would see sadness as being blue. I would see loneliness as being gray. But you know, Portland, there's this one color that really represents the emotions that I've been writing lots of songs about lately. And speaking of the emotions I've been writing lots of songs about lately, Portland, I try to be as self-aware as possible about these sorts of things, and so I do know that my album ranges, it deals in emotional extremes on opposite ends of the spectrum. Because you have songs about like falling in love and meeting someone and you're so amazing, oh you're amazing too, let's fall in love, this is great. And then you have the other end of it, where it's like, oh, this just got really complicated really fast. Oh wow, this seems to be falling apart quicker than I ever anticipated. How did this get so horrible so fast? And then he's like, I need space. And then I'm like, well that's fine, I'll just never talk to you again and write a whole album about it. Portland, these emotions that I just described to you are, in my mind, the emotions that come from falling in love and losing it. These are the crazy emotions. These are the ones that drive us absolutely insane. These are the ones that we all have been through at one point in our life, or will go through at one point in our life. And the point is, I think at the end of the day, the maddening, crazy, insane, terrible, beautiful, amazing, horrible, sad, beautiful, tragic emotions that we go through when we fall in and out of love, I think those emotions make us better, and I think those emotions make us stronger, and I think that at the end of the day, if you can move on from them and you can get through it, those emotions are the emotions that teach you who you're supposed to be someday. What do you think, Portland, Oregon? And I also want to see if you're on the same page with me about this, because in my mind, if I had to categorize those emotions under one color, I think the color that I would pick would be bright, burning red.